G'day guys, Matt here with tutorial number 14. This is the investment property tab part 2. I'm going to put a further data into the investment property and then show you how linked to the dashboard. So let's have a look at the dashboard now. We filled in investment property 1 last time and then we've got the totals down here. So if we look at that on the dashboard, we can see that we've got our columns have jumped in for what the mortgage is, what the income, so the income is above the mortgage, which is excellent, and the expenditure is quite low. Then we've got our totals that run through here, so 6,000, 9,600, and then our expenses for the year, and our total profit and loss is 2,000. We've only got one investment property in at the moment, so you can see that's why that's just 2,000, and we've got our average yield across our portfolio of 4.8%. So just going to add another one in now. So let's look, say if investment property 2 is quite substantially high. So let's say we've got a 750,000 mortgage on this one. Let's start with we'll call that 500,000, 3.5, and then we'll leave the bond the same. Starting month, I'll just shift it on a month. Okay, so we're going to be paying quite a bit more on the mortgage payment for this one. So let's call that $1,000. And let's say we are only accruing 800 on this one. So you see there we're losing $200 a month. So this property is negatively geared. I'll put 50 in. So if I fill the rest of the columns in now, I'm just going to copy this down to show you what it does. So we're losing $250 a month. September, October, November, December. So you can see we've added all of those up now, and the yield on this property is only 1.28%. So I'm saying that anything under 2.5% is in the red, and we need to look at some actions on that. We are looking at our portfolio. So mortgage property 1, we're earning 2,500, but we're losing 3,000 on property number 2. So we're making a loss of 500. So if we go back to the dashboard, we'll see property 2 jump in. There she goes. So we can see that the mortgage is higher than the income. Expenditure still quite low, and we're in the red on this one. So you might want to negatively gear your properties for tax purposes. So this is just an indicator about where you lie. And then I'll put investment property number 3 in. Let's call this 500,000. We'll call that a loan of 200,000. So I'll do this on the positive side, this one. I'll call that 3.75%. And I'm just going to copy those across. So let's say we a loan payment of 750 this time, and we are getting a monthly income of 1,500 on this property. With expenditure, let's say 150 on this one. So that's 600 a month we're earning on this property. Again, I'm just going to copy them down. You're going to fill these on your date night, and then put any commentary to the side about where you might be putting your expenses, just for your end of year taxes. So we've added them all down, so all the numbers have totaled now at the bottom. This has got a yield of 3.6%, and we're back in the green there for our profit and loss. I'm just gonna bump this up a little bit so I can show you what happens. So let's say for a few months we're getting $2,000 on this property. So I just want to show you what happens if we're getting a healthy margin. And knock that down to 400. So we can see now that this property yield of 5.88% has got into the green. We're saying we got a total profit and loss of 12,700 on the positive. Our portfolio is 12,200. So now we've got one that's performing in the mid-range, one that's underperforming. You might want that to underperform to negative gear. And one is performing in the higher range of 5.88%. Click back to the dashboard and you can see the third one has jumped in there. So that's basically how you build up your portfolio. I'll give you 5 slots to put in. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add additional slots or how to delete the slots, so you can just get back to something where you don't have all this data in. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you next time.